What's going on, guys, and welcome to a video where I'm going to be talking about Gran Turismo Sport and why I'm not going to be picking it up when it comes out later this year. So if you want to check out a video from someone called Born15, a really great YouTuber, in the description below I'll put part 1. He's done 2 parts to this kind of discussion where he talks about Gran Turismo Sport and its lack thereof of a career mode. So I'll link you to part 1 in the description if you want to check that out. He goes into much more detail and kind of gives his opinions on this whole thing. But today I'm going to be just quickly talking about Gran Turismo Sport's lack of a career mode, or a competent career mode anyway, and telling you why I won't be picking the game up when it comes out. Not at this stage anyway. So first of all, there is a career mode to Gran Turismo Sport. However, I don't think you can really call it a career mode because it's really just a bunch of little mini challenges, and I'll tell you why. So first of all, we have the driving school, which is just the license thing from Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6, and maybe other Gran Turismos. I don't know, those are the only two I've played, but basically in those games you do some little little challenges. I mean, you'll see some of them on the screen now from an IGN video, which I suppose I'll also link that in the description. Basically they're just these little challenges, and they're really just little tutorials to get you used to driving, and the better you do in these challenges, the more points you get. So you do try and get the most points you can. However, in Gran Turismo 5 and 6, these were just little things to get you into the championship events, the proper races. Whereas in this game, they're part of the career mode. They are part of the campaign. So I mean, they could be quite fun, but as a campaign mode, no, it's not a campaign mode. It's a little bit of a tutorial challenge thing. It doesn't work as a campaign mode. Anyway, next part of the campaign mode is what's it called now? The missions. That's it. The missions. And these are basically the one that we see demonstrated in this IGN video is basically just going around a track and knocking cones over. That is it. I mean, I guess that's what you'd expect from missions. We saw missions in Forza Motorsport 6 and they were done very well. However, they weren't the main story mode. They were just a side thing next to the main proper racing story mode. This is the story mode. You're driving around a track by yourself, knocking some cones over. I imagine there'd be some other things in there. Maybe there's some autocross and stuff like that. But once again, you're just driving around a track by yourself doing these little missions, which are fun, yes, but you don't want to have a whole career mode dedicated to it. You have a racing game to race, not to knock some cones over and see how quick you can go around a corner to get the best score. That's basically what these two things are. And then the third and really the final part of the career mode is the circuit experience. I think it's called circuit experience, and I was excited with this. I thought, okay, maybe this is actually driving around a circuit with other cars racing. I thought maybe this will redeem it, but it doesn't, because from what we see from this video, from this gameplay, is that you literally just drive around a circuit and try and hit the apex, and basically the closer you get to the apex, the more points you get. From what I can tell, no, that's literally just a racing line. That is a racing. What they've done is they thought, how do we make a racing line into a challenge? Oh, I know, we'll just do this. It's a good idea, but once again, it's not a career mode. It really isn't. I bet that whole thing will have you going around each track and just doing that. I mean, you're just driving around the track by yourself, really. Why don't you just stick the racing line on and go driving around the track to learn the track? That's basically all it's doing. And then the only other thing with this is the racing etiquette, which is basically just online racing. Now, this is the closest thing to racing we're getting, but we know that Gran Turismo Sport is going towards an online. It wants to be an online game. That is what it's focusing on. Fair enough, that's okay, but it has to have offline racing as well in the campaign mode. I understand that there'll be some single player. Well, we hope so. We hope there'll be some single player where you can race with AI, but we need that in a campaign mode. You can't have a campaign mode with no actual AI interactivity, really. So let's just go over this. The campaign for Gran Turismo Sport at this current point in time seems to be online racing, which with the whole etiquette thing, it's a competitive sort of thing. So a lot of people won't be interested in that. Then you've got this driving school, which is just a bunch of little mini challenges. You've got the missions, which is just a bunch of little mini challenges, and you've got the circuit experience, which is just driving around a circuit and hitting apexes and stuff like that, from what I can tell. So once again, another mini challenge. So basically, Gran Turismo Sport's campaign mode is made up of a bunch of mini challenges, and that is exactly why I am not going to be picking up Gran Turismo Sport, because I don't really care for competitive racing. I couldn't care less. I mean, yeah, if I got the game, obviously I'll check it out. I mean, you're gonna have to with Gran Turismo Sport, because it's the only thing that's gonna be going for it, really. Apart from that though, the campaign mode, which is the thing that I'd be doing most of the time, is just non-existent. So I will not be picking up Gran Turismo Sport when it comes out. I'll be seeing what other people think of it first, and seeing if they change something and actually add a proper campaign to it. That would be great. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Please tell me in the description below, in the comments below actually, not the description, what you think of Gran Turismo Sport and not having a proper career mode. What are your opinions? Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.